Now then, people, good evening and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Happy Halloween. Yes, let me remove it actually because you can't see that. Leeds United have just been beaten by Brighton, comfortably so, down at the Amex. As you can tell from my demeanour and mood, it wasn't great, flat, deflated. Did I expect to win? No. I think a lot of us for weeks had already written off this fixture. In that bracket of next four between international breaks, that four bucket, I'd already written off Brighton when I spoke about it ages ago. So that's why I'm not going to be sat on here losing my shit. I'm not going to do that. Definitely not. Not going to lose my shit. Was the performance good enough? No. I felt there were levels to them and us today. I said during the first half, it felt a little bit like Arsenal in respect of the way that they were cutting us open, moving us around. I mean, the first goal is a perfect example of that. The chip from Minter to send in, I think it was the right back who then crossed it, and it was put in by Danny Welbeck. But one thing from that goal is that no one's tracking that runner into the box. And if you look at all three goals, someone's at fault. Who that is, I'm not sure. I don't do what some of the other lads do that understand the game a lot more than me, where they'll go through and, go for the goals and say this player, that player. But someone was not tracking their runner on all three goals because it's a cutback and there's a free man. And I do feel that happens a lot to Leeds. I'm getting a call. Is everything okay? 1 second. Is everything all right? Or am I on mute? Or no, I'm not. Bloody hell, I panicked there because someone who normally watches was calling me. Normally means, oh God, I'm muted or something. But no, I'm not. Right, okay. We're gonna come back to the comments in a sec. I can't see them at the minute because I don't want to get drawn into debate as of yet. Good. Thank you. Right, okay. Where was I? Can hear me, yeah? The performance speaks volumes for me. Yeah, look, the performance was second best. The performance was not even second best, I would say fourth best. I actually feel, though, sometimes in the Premier League, you'll be beaten by a better side. And that was them today. Brighton, before that game, had lost two. The two they'd lost to was Man United and Arsenal. But prior to that, they'd been unbeaten. They are a good side, especially at the Amex. So it was always going to be tough for us. The level of players that they have at their disposal compared to us, again, they have that je ne sais quoi. They have that va-va-voom. Rutter being one. I mean, he got an assist today. The way that he twisted up Bogle on his side was mental. But we saw him do that in the Championship, and we go, oh my God, how's he even put that player on his arse? How's he even got out of that tight situation? Why? Because he's a good player. He can do that to anybody. And he did that to Bogle. I think the midfield three was brutal today. I don't remember them really getting on the ball, winning their duels. It was pretty lackluster in the centre of the park. Biol didn't track his runner for the third, I think. I wasn't aware where he was, which again, that's a defender who's played at the top of the game. He should do better. Yeah, it was poor. People are mentioning Aronson. I don't understand why. It's a scapegoat. He has a great game last week. Everybody's had a mediocre game, and then it's like, I don't ever want to see him playing again. And it's, well, what about everybody else? Just fucking get a new team then, eh? We've got what we've got till January. Farker knows this. We've got this team till January. And then we have to go again. We have to go again and hopefully improve. Can we do that? Who knows? I hope so. I hope we can. Yeah, PH Leeds, you know, we are not looking great away from home currently. We need to start picking up points. I'm not expecting us to win on the road. I'm not expecting us to win every game on the road. Why is Joe? I'm not expecting us to do that, but Brendan Aronson is like a tampon, only useful once every 4 weeks. Joe, we will get smashed every game in December. Maybe we will, but Richard Jones says, I'm afraid, but can only see championship bound, needed a decent striker for years. See, the thing is, for me, Calvert-Lewin is a decent striker. He didn't have no service today. He didn't have no service. How are you even competitive? Well, yeah. Because we're in 16th. So that shows we're competitive. Otherwise, we'll be bottom at table like Wolves. You know what I mean? Why are you still here, bro? Yeah. Damar, how are you feeling today? Farker haters can go suck up. Put whatever you want in there. Anything from 17 or above is a win for us this season. 100%. 100%. Our bogey fixture and people going mad. That's the point here as well, because Leeds have played 8 consecutive away league games without scoring a goal against a single opponent for the very first time in our history, and that's Brighton. 8 games we haven't scored at the Amex. Brighton don't keep clean sheets. We read that before when we were talking about the stats. They do not keep clean sheets. So they're just that team for us. They are just that team for us, which is annoying, but hey. Yeah. And we now have to go get a result at Forest, which is tough. To be honest, Joe, West Ham and Wolves are down. We are fighting for that one place, and we beat both of them. Yeah. The place where I guess we're in competition with, I think, it's us and Burnley for that last spot. 100%, mate. I agree with you. It's our worst record. They are that team for us, unfortunately. They did. And Gomez was good. Andrew H says, watch the stream every week, but you're wrong about Farker. That's fine. We left it too late to sack Marsh in the relegation season. Can't afford to make that same mistake again. See, they're not one and the same. They're not the same people, obviously, but they're not on the same level in terms of manager. Jesse was a car salesman, man. Honestly. I don't care, mate. I don't care. They still were better. Like, that's close to one of their better teams. Do you know what I mean? Let's not try and make things worse than what they already are. Do you know what I mean? We don't have to do that. They are a better side than us, have better squad than us. Their manager's very good. They'll finish top half, and they beat us at a ground where we never win. Mad Mick, all I will say to you, boys, no one's. I haven't spoke at length about them two. Why? Can I ask you why? This proves you have an agenda, mate. Because you've come on here and want me to just be having a go at Aronson and Farker for all that. It's bigger than that. Open your eyes. Do Do you know what I mean? Why is it always one or them? It's not Farker, it's Aronson. It has to be. Mental. What do we expect? A club that is steadily built with A-star recruitment versus us. We huffed and puffed, but ultimately couldn't lay a glove on them. Joe, this is not good enough. They all get paid Prem wages. It's not a problem. This is not on at all. I know it's Premier League, but please help me on this. But, mate, sometimes you go up against people that are better than you. And they were better than us. It happens, man. If every club who turned in a performance like that, sacked their manager, everyone would be getting sacked. I don't know what you want me to say, because I'm not going to sit here and say Farker deserves to go for that, because he doesn't. Brighton, the better side today. On we move to the next. Simple as. That's it. That's the way I take it. You know? George, amazing. Jesus, right. I want answers from people. Right, yeah, Farker out. Then what? Tell us. Tell us one. Jose coming in, by the way, I'd play worse football. It'd be a nightmare. Right, get rid of Aronson. Who plays instead? Who plays instead of Aronson? No one comes with solutions, George. No one ever comes with solutions. Does he hold no criticism then? No, yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah, we need to sort out I felt that we played deep. We gave them too much respect. We let them have a lot of the ball in the early exchanges. I was quite surprised. That's when I said, bloody hell, it's a bit like Arsenal, this. We wanted to play out from the back. We probably should have gone more direct like we did at West Ham. But whether that was down to the fact that they have Van Heck and Dunk, who were great in the air. You know? So, yeah, there were some decisions, but not enough to want to sack the manager. And people want me to say sack the manager. No one is willing to have a discussion like that, Damar, because they say, oh, Farker fanboy, get him out. You are clueless. You are deluded. There's no conversation to be had. Unfortunately. See, this is what I'm saying again. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay. That's what you've taken from it. Well, we will get some points away, though, Louis. I'm not... Are you saying after losing there that we're just going to lose every single away game? We're not going to do that, are we? It's on the board. They took a gamble, yeah, potentially. Yeah, we should play like how we did against West Ham. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay, David, you could be wrong. Exactly, HLC graphics. What I can't understand, right? Last week, positive result, nothing. And then as soon as we lose, we're going to be flip-flopping every single week. That's where we're at, and I don't understand it. Like, you can't just want to sack a manager every loss. And that's what people want. It's mad. When you talk about the Burnley one, mate, they've only lost to Liverpool and Arsenal. But people don't look at the context on that. But look, we weren't good enough today. The performance was dog dirt. Like I said, I think it was wrong to play so deep early doors. We were trying to play out from the back. The press was killing us. We should have gone direct, beat the press, get it out. That was wrong. I don't know if what we're seeing from the squad at times is enough to compete with teams like that. We have, as I've said before, one of the worst attacks in the league. When the changes were made in the final third, do you believe when they're made that Metcha can change the game for us? To me, no. Do you believe James could change the game for us? I would hope he was, but based on the 10 games this season in the Premier League, he's nowhere near it. He's nowhere near it. Dan James. So, Harrison? Nope. So what do we do? You know? Mate, all the Farkout gang are on the same type of slap. No. Metcha, yeah, nearly scored. Okay, so you think Metcha should start ahead of DCL? So all you need to do then, your answer to that question is, yes, I expect Metcha to change the game for us. Well, I don't. And that's where your opinion is. You think we have enough quality in Metcha, he should have changed the game. So your point is the manager should be getting more out of Metcha. So I would ask you, which manager would you get in that would think that Metcha would start scoring goals? Because clearly what you're saying is it's the manager. You must be. It's madness, man. It's what we do this every time we lose. I don't think DCL's hopeless at all. Did he have a chance today? No, we didn't have one shot on target. We can't criticise his goal scoring. It's the overall play. So tell me who's getting more out of Metcha. Tell me who's getting more out of Metcha. We don't see. This is what we do as well. We want to rip it all up and start again, which again we don't need to do. We got beaten well by a good side. Game over. Bye. See you later. Let's go back onto Forest. That's where I'm at. You know, that's where I am at. So, God, I said this would happen though. And you know what? The 49ers wanted him before we got Farker when we were in the championship. So you never know. But no. The same Rodgers that took Leicester down with that great side that had won the FA Cup just a season or two before. So no. Who said that? But also you need to have some realism when you have a tough game and said, you know what? Just battered on the day. Better side won. Who's writing every tough game off? No one is. But Newcastle was a tough game. Didn't write that off. Everton. So did you give the players praise when they won tough games? Do you know what I mean? Passive, come and break us down football, and we let in goals. We are better when we play with a bit of pace. Yes. All the Brighton goals were a run to the byline, then a ball into the space where someone is waiting. 100%. This is the issue. The cutbacks, not marking runners coming into the box. Now, if I'm Farker, and this is where he earns his bacon, he has to show them the video footage. What are you doing? Why aren't you tracking your runner? The last time it happened with Stack, he was dropped. Whoever hasn't tracked them runners in them moments, you are not playing at the weekend. I can't carry passengers. I can't carry passengers in this side. We're in the Premier League. We're in a dogfight. I will not carry passengers. So you were going to be blocked. You were blocked. You were going to be dropped. Talking to chat there. You are going to be dropped. You know? You're wrong, Joe. First season in the Prem, we should be. I know. There we go. Luke says, I'll be honest. I've never been a fan of Farker, but he is taking us in the right direction. All the Farkout gang are absolutely pathetic. Clay says, oh my God, Brighton were better today. We were last week. Swings and roundabouts. Exactly. Nothing down players switching off. What do you mean? Joe, a matter of mine, a mate of mine is an Everton fan. DCL had one good season. He's not good enough. Okay. But we can't replace him. We've got with what we got. Joe, we aren't quite there as a squad. A bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Squad. Yeah, I agree. The subs today. Who's going to change the game? Who's a game changer apart from Okafor? Who, again, can beat players at will, but he didn't see enough of the ball. Yeah, block everyone. Just speak into the void. Joe, the problem we have is the owners didn't give Farker the opportunity to be competitive. He said, we won't wave the white flag. We will give it our best shot. This is what we're doing. This is what we are doing. Dyche would be the only manager who could get a tune out of this squad. This is Farker's team, and so far, a stellar job. Could be better, but long road ahead. Love that. Yeah. Today was terrible. Everyone was off it. But it's funny that people are having a meltdown when almost every Leeds fan said a draw would be a great result. We knew it was going to be tough. Are we going to make the same excuse? What excuses, Louis? Why are you dying for me to say Farke? It's not always the answer, bro. So, what excuses have I given? Please help me understand. Please help me understand what excuses I've given. The reason we lost today is because we played a better side, right? They were all over us. The midfield lost all the duels. No one tracks their runners. So again, that's something that the manager has to work on. That's not excuses. That's what fucking happened. That's what happened in front of my eyes. Is that an excuse? I said as well that, like Claire said there, we weren't good enough. They were better. That's not an excuse. I want you to tell me what excuse. Like, an excuse is, well, it was wet. Oh, it was raining. That's an excuse. Just told you why I think we lost the game. But you want me to say, Farke out. That's what you want. Just does me head in. Honestly, it does my Sweden. Just looking forward to December now. Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool. All players underperformed and Farke got tactics and approach wrong. Farke out now is nonsensical. 5 points off relegation places. Beat Forest will be fine until January reinforcements. There you go. Now, if you have a look at the league table, 1 second, while I do that. I get a little perturbed. It will be a case of he's got to go. Ambition is okay, but you've got to walk before you can run. 100%, Matt. I think Forest is a great example of this. They got into Europe. Right? And then they were like, right, now we change the brand of football. They're now in the relegation zone and have Sean Dyche as their fucking manager. They ran before they could walk. We're not doing that. It's gradual build-up. No. Why would I do that? Damar, why would I? So you think secretly I'm like, I can't wait for this manager to go, but everyone hates him, so I'm going to pretend to like him. Fuck off. I'm true to myself. And I rate the manager. Why? Because of everything he's done at the football club. Why the fuck would I do that? You know, I don't think one of our players gets into their side. Who gets in? Give us a good reason why Farke will keep us up. Okay. Well, we're trending. If you look at the points, we are trending at where we should be. We're actually ahead of it. We've got more than a point a game. 1. There's your point. Also, we got 11 points after 9 games. Any newly promoted side that has 11 points or more after 10 games stays up. Again, history will show us that. It's mad. It's mad why you think this and why you think I'm just pulling it out of the air. Like, I don't know. No, it's because I can see what he's doing. Joe can't pretend for toffee. Are you crazy? He's honest with facts. Thank you. Yeah, it's the same, man. It's the same. Anyway, I'm turning off the chat because you're doing me head in. You're doing me fucking head in. If I have a look at the table now, so Leeds United have played 10 games, have 11 points, trending over a point a game, which is what you need. If we get a point a game, we get 38 points, we stay up. 36 points in 9 of the last 10 seasons. We're still on. We're still on for that. We'll do better than that. This game will not define our season. So we got battered. We were shit. There's a lot to work on against superior opposition that can pass the ball as well as they can, that can press as well as they can. We need to improve in them areas. You know? So, as the manager says, we won't wave the white flag, right? The squad, and you know yourself, it's not as good as the rest. It's not as good as the rest. Sakrat says, can you name a Premier team that has a free transfer striker? I hear you. Our level of team is nowhere near on the level of the rest of the league. I keep saying this. The attack's not great. Johnny says, based on what I've seen this season, we are doomed. And okay. And that's your opinion. And you're okay to have that. I'm trying to make you see the light. If you don't want to see the light, that's fine. Go back to the dark. Today's game has now gone on. We move to the next. And that's what we have to do. Then when the next game comes versus the worst team, we can... Fuck off, Louis, man. You do me head in, bro. I can't lie. You're doing my head in. Come with some proper chat, please. Please, mate. Vega said, got it wrong today. Must get it right versus Forest. We're capable. Bournemouth and Everton game. Sure, when tactics are right and players perform, we can handle most teams. Yeah. That was a performance against Bournemouth, for example. We were a top side that we were better than. Yeah, of course, man. That's what they do. Regardless of anything, enjoy the ride. Hope for the best. Sod the worst. 100%. Like you say, Cal, we go again. That's all we can do as a fan base. Brighton are a top side. Need to look forward. Press on. Yes, we do. And that next game comes against Nottingham Forest. Can we get a result there? It'll be tough. They're a good side. They've just drawn at home against Man United. But what I will say, Forest got a point. Wolves were beaten 3-0. And Brentford also lost. So those teams in and around us haven't done great. That's a positive. That is a big positive. Do you know what? That's funny. Yeah, Danny Welbeck. Yeah. So Wolves, we still have. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Louis triggered. The chat coming for you, Louis. I love Louis, but he knows when he's been a bellend. He thinks it's funny. Wolves have 2 points. We have 11. Massive gap. West Ham have 4. We have 11. Forest have 6. We have 11. Again, big gaps. And Burnley have 10. So it's as you were. We have the same points as Everton and Fulham. It's not that bad. Question. Will a lackluster loss to Forest... Why do you want me to change my opinion? What is it with that? No. If we lose at Forest, it depends. It's context. The context right now of our whole season isn't in a position where we need to sack the manager. So there has to be context for it, mate. Can't just say, right, we're going to lose. So therefore, if we lose, he's gone. Can't do that. I can't. There's context. So we have to wait for that context to unfold and then make a decision. But your mind is already made up. That's the point. Your mind is already made up. I do have a man crush on Farkeer, right? I do. Name some away teams you expect us to win versus Joe. Okay. Let me have a look. I'll look at the table for you. It's tough though, isn't it? Tough to win away from home in the Premier League. Let's have a look. Wolves. Oh, beat them. West Ham, yeah. 1 win in a year at their ground. Yeah, we'll beat them. Forest is tough because notoriously, the City ground is good. Joe did defend Marsh. Back off. That's not true. That is not true. I wanted him sacked the first season, so you're making shit up. Context. What is your take? Why are you I love with the guy? Because I love the guy. Uh-huh. Why are you I love with the guy? Because I love the guy. You don't know football if you want Farker sacked. He didn't let us down today. The players did. 100%. 100%. Manager has to take some of the blame. Let me love Farker. That's it. Let me love Farker. Yeah, so the away one, Louis. Burnley. Oh, we didn't win there. Everton, could we win at the Hill Dickinson? Yeah, I think so. Could we win at Fulham? We lost there due to Goodmanson, but we could have took a point. Newcastle will be tough. I think we can get something at Brentford. Why not against Villa? Yeah, it is hard. It is hard, but we will get some points. I know, mate. I know. There's a lot of it going on. There's a lot of it going on, and I'm getting triggered by it. They know what they're doing. Let them have their fun. Let them have their fun. They can have double the fun then. Leeds have lost, and they're buzzing because they want the manager sacked, and then they can also wind me up a bit. My worry is, Joe, recruitment support like the transfer window was the bee's knees. They will have to acknowledge its failings, or they will blame Fark, and they'll take the ton. We knew that. We said that. The manager will carry the can. But as Scoob says, agreed right now, home form and Farker keep us in the league. Heads up, people. Yeah. Joe, a lot of people on Twitter asking for his head. It's to be expected, mate. It's a cesspit. Don't read it. Okay. And how many have we got? 1. After 10 games. So I'd say we're doing all right, Louis. Would you? Would you say we're doing all right? After 5 games away, we've got 1. Would you say we're doing all right? I would. So let the stats stat that. Right. That's done. I think we've had enough. We will survive the drop, KLM. Yes, we will. I promise. I promise you. Stick with the winners. Right. I'm going to leave it there. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. Thanks as always for watching. Sorry about the last few days out of action. But we're back. Smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. And I will see you in a bit. Bye, folks. Bye-bye now.